Go get your toy. Go get your ball. So, go get it. Sorry, she's gonna make me play with her. I'm outside, chilling in the backyard, but Brandee won't let me just chill. Okay, so now that I've got her attention on something else, so what I was saying before is I'm Kimmy, I'm married, my husband and I are expecting our first child together in October of this year. So this one I just kind of wanted to like say like my first trimester, how it was, like what were my cravings, what was I feeling, how was my morning sickness, all of that. So if you stay tuned, we'll jump right into it. Okay, so I found out I was pregnant at 3 weeks in like a day, I think it was. Yeah, so basically I was pregnant before I went to California the second time in January. So from that point, sorry, there's people around, so I'm trying not to be really awkward. From that point, I just kind of was like, okay, wait and see type of thing. So fast forward, get to, sorry, there's a lot of semis going by, I think. Yeah, he's trying to brake. So I would say about 5 to 6 weeks, I was kind of like eating everything I could find, like no matter what. My morning sickness hadn't kicked in yet. And then I think around 7 or 8 weeks, I was already probably back home. Because I remember me and my mom, we went shopping because I could not find any like pants to wear that were comfortable so far, besides like the maternity jeans or maternity leggings, but can't wear maternity leggings to work. I am allowed to wear maternity jeans, which are like the jeggings, but I can't wear leggings. Hold on, Brandee. No, you can't be under there. That's a no-no. That's a no-no. Go. Okay. So, so I have been wearing maternity pants since probably about 8 weeks. So yeah. So it was pretty quick that I was in it. Most people aren't in it until second trimester, but I've been wearing maternity clothes for a while now. I am 17 weeks today. Nope, 17 weeks yesterday, but I'm 17 weeks and 1 day today. So basically going back to it, at 8.5 weeks, we had our ultrasound, and it was so cute. I got to see a little baby. I can insert a clip here for it, or a picture. We didn't take video. All we really saw was the butt and the head, pretty much, because it wasn't like completely formed. And we had the yolk sac, we had like, I can't remember if she said the placenta was developing then or not really, but anyways, so we had all of that. And then I would say, well, just before the ultrasound, I got hit really hard with the nausea and with the morning sickness, and it was really terrible because I couldn't keep anything down.
you're pregnant, you pee when you sneeze. You know when you're pregnant, you pee when you sneeze and fart, or not fart, but when you pee and you sneeze. Blech.
You pee when you sneeze and cough. And so with throwing up, same thing. So I couldn't keep anything down. I couldn't even keep water down. I was eating soft foods like applesauce, yogurt. Couldn't keep none of that down. So all of a sudden I was just so weak. And my mom's like, you should still be able to eat even though you have morning sickness. Like, you should be able to eat things that aren't triggering you. At the time, any kind of meat was triggering me besides chicken. Fruit was okay because it's fruit and I was craving fruit. But other than that, nothing I could hold down. I couldn't even hold down water, 7-Up or ginger ale. I was drinking ginger ale and I was eating the saltine crackers. That wasn't working. And you know, people say like that's what you should do when you're pregnant. Well, not necessarily should do, but that helps pregnant people. That was not helping me. So finally, I just told my mom one day, I was like, I need to go to the ER. Something is wrong. Like, I don't understand why I can't eat, because I think I went 3 days without eating anything. I could only drink like 7-Up or ginger ale. And even that was coming up. So my mom's like, well, maybe you're dehydrated. And I was like, but I'm able to drink and like a little bit, you know, not a lot, and ice cubes and stuff. And she was like, well, you can be dehydrated and still be drinking all this foods or drinking all this water and all that kind of stuff. So we get to the ER, and luckily our ER here is not like flooding with patients. At that time it wasn't. So we get there, get checked in. I just so happened to need to go ahead and my morning sickness kicked in again right when I was checking in. So my mom had to do all my check-in for me. And then they took me to the back and started asking me questions, you know, like, what do you think this might be or whatever. And I told them that I was believed to be that at the time I was 6 weeks and 2 days pregnant then. And so they then started thinking, okay, what could this be? So I started getting tests, and I got they did urine sample, they did blood work, temperature, all that kind of stuff. So I checked all that, and it came back, like all my lab results came back that I was severely dehydrated. I think they said that you're supposed to be at like a 50, and I think I was at like borderline. So I want to say I was a 48 is what they were telling me. I can't remember exactly, just because this was like 3 months ago. So I think 4 months ago. So I can't remember. Yeah, around 3 months ago. So basically I was dehydrated and I had a UTI. There goes another semi, sorry. I didn't know what a UTI felt like, or bladder infection, or whatever you want to call it, because I've never had one. So I didn't know that's what I was experiencing. And I didn't feel like I had one because I was always told that if you had one, it would hurt when you try to urinate, or just anything really. It would just hurt, or you would get a burning sensation. I didn't have any of that. So I was like, oh, okay. So I got prescribed some antibiotics for that. And then I went home. Everything was chilled. I actually was having a confirmed pregnancy test the following week by my doctor. But since I was already in the ER, they already went ahead and confirmed the pregnancy test there. And they were like, yeah, you are positive for a pregnancy test and your weeks add up and blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, okay. So then fast forward, get to the doctor, and she's doing all all of her review with me of what happened in the ER. And mind you, now my clinic is in the same building as the ER. So and the whole time I was in the ER, that doctor was talking to my doctor. So just because that's how close they are, the ER is literally on, I want to say, the east side of the hospital, and my clinic is on the west side. I think that's how it is. I don't know. Whoever goes to that clinic, you'll correct me or whatever. But oh well, it's still within inside the hospital, so it wasn't like he had to really reach far for her or anything like that. So go. So that all happened. And that week when I was talking with her, she told me like a whole bunch of stuff to like do. They did give me Zofran in the ER to help with the nausea and basically being able to eat, you know. And I started making a list of things that was my triggers and what I couldn't eat. I don't remember those off the top of my list because I don't think I have that list anymore because I can eat those things now. But off the top of my head, I can really remember that like things that smelled like they just had a strong, potent smell, like whether it was good or bad, couldn't handle it. Get over here. Come here. Brandee. Okay, as long as she's not barking. And then any kind of meat sets me off. Like I still struggle with it a little bit. But I couldn't eat any kind of meat at all. Like meats just made me disgusted and it was like, ugh. So that was from like probably 8 to about 10, 11 weeks or so. Which the Zofran helped a lot and the antibiotics helped a lot. But when I went to my appointment with my doctor, she went ahead and took me off the antibiotics, which is basically a week after I went to the ER, because she said that the less I'm taking during the first trimester, the better, but also the less medication I'm taking during pregnancy, the better, other than my asthma medication. So she took me off that because they checked my urine and I was good for that. I didn't have like any of that stuff in there that indicated a UTI still. So I stopped taking that because she told me to. And then I continued to take the Zofran just in case, but I was okay. Once I got to second trimester, I was good. It was really hard to work during the first trimester because I was like, ugh. And then once I got into my second trimester is when the pandemic started happening. So COVID said, what's up? So that's really like what happened. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I have pregnancy brain like daily. And plus I'm trying to watch Brandee to not like, bark at this lady. But nothing really significant really happened to me other than the UTI and the dehydration. So I just constantly made sure I was drinking water. They also gave me Gatorade to drink when I was at that ER, because it has the electrolytes in it and it's what you need and stuff. So I went ahead and got some Gatorade as well as a lot of water because we already had water here. I don't know. Brandee. So that's what happened with that. I don't think I had really any. Once I got the Zofran, I think I was pretty good with the morning sickness. Even though I'm now in my second trimester, I did have like, oh, my shirt. like a spell the other night where I guess I was just eating a lot yesterday, so it just didn't satisfy with my stomach or baby M. So I guess I'm gonna have to chill out with eating a lot. Baby M loves chili dogs. That's the cravings right now. And I'm not mad at it because I love chili dogs. So I know some of you are gonna ask me, well, like, what's the weirdest craving you've had? I would say the weirdest craving I had was I craved relish. I just wanted somebody to buy me a jar of relish. Now, I didn't eat it. I didn't have nobody buy me it. I didn't eat it. Let's get that straight. Not from him. Okay, I didn't eat it. And then I would say I had like a 5-second craving of shrimp. Now I'm not on a strict diet regimen or anything like that because one, I'm kind of healthy. Well, I am healthy. But I don't have any underlying issues to where I need to not eat certain things. I am allowed to eat fish. I can have shrimp. I just can't have freshwater fish. And I have to be careful of deli meats. I haven't really eat any meats straight up off the deli. I usually just buy like the little sandwich meat because I like to make sandwiches, and that's usually like chopped ham. Cheese is my number one craving. Anything with cheese in it, bomb. My stomach kind of stretches a little bit now. I mean, you've seen it if you've seen my pictures and stuff. So, but that's pretty much all I can think of. Most people have like a traumatic first trimester, and I really didn't. I really didn't. I've been taking my prenatals. I use the prenatal for women. It says Mom and Baby. It's like a green and white tall bottle. Now it doesn't have the iron in it, but I haven't been told yet that I need to take in more iron. I think because I'm eating fruits and vegetables and drinking orange juice and milk for breakfast every morning. Not both of them, like I alternate. I think that may be why I haven't been told that I need more iron, but I'm sure as I get further along, things will start to change. But I had my first trimester screening to check for Down syndrome and the trisomy 18. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Something 18. I got the results back. That all came back normal. I had, it's gonna sound yucky, but I had my first PAP, which is fine because Josh has been my only partner, so I wasn't worried about that. And I also got the HPV shots when I was a teenager. Yeah, those things hurt. So if you have not gotten those yet, as a teenage female woman or whatever, you need to get those. Those are important. They come in three, what do you call those? 3 injections, I guess you can say. One is like your first time, then your next one you come back in 3 weeks, and your next one you come back in 6 months or something like that. Get those. I mean, it's to help prevent it, not to stop it. But if you haven't gotten them, get them. Also, if you're a teenage boy, they have them for teenage boys now. Get them. So I had my first PAP. I was always terrified of it because I've heard different experiences and different people saying that, oh, it hurt or they bled or whatever. But I did not bleed. I didn't have any spotting afterwards. My doctor said my cervix looked good. And she didn't expect me to spot, and I didn't. And my PAP results came back normal, like everything was good. The results for the Down syndrome, like I said, came back normal in the Tristan 18. So everything's normal so far. Baby M's pretty healthy. I have started to feel flutters. Yes, I feel them mostly in my up under my stomach, kind of like in my pelvic area, and then up in my rib area, like up under my boob. I'll feel it there. So it's pretty exciting. I'm thinking like in the next few weeks or so I'll feel a full-on movement. I'm really excited. I can't wait. Well, that's all for today. I did a little bit of first and second in this, so be on the lookout for my second trimester video once I reach the end of it, and I will let you guys know what all is up. And next will be my Q&A, pregnancy Q&A. So please, like, if you watch this video, leave a comment down below or text me or leave it on my Instagram somewhere and I will find it. Trust me. Or even in my Facebook. I have the Facebook connected to my Instagram. So if you leave your questions there, I will be sure to get it. And thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye. Drop.